Yo guys, it's Matty K here, and what I want to talk about today is how you can receive energy so you can exude electricity. So you can actually have that star power that some people just seem to have, but you can never really figure out why. And I'm going to talk about how I used to not have this at all. I used to never be able to receive energy. I would always just get my energy taken away from me. So I want to use the example of I used to go to the nightclubs a lot. I remember I was younger, I was very shy, very socially anxious, and I wanted to go out, I wanted to practice my social skills. So young me, think of me as like 18, 19-year-old version of me. I'd walk into the club, maybe it had a stairs, I'd walk up the stairs, I'd go into the club, I'd see all these people everywhere. And what I would see in my brain were threats. I would feel like everyone's judging me. I would feel like no one wants me to be there. I'd feel like no one wants to talk to me. And it would just feel really, really daunting. I would try to socialize with people. But because this was like the frame of reality that I was coming from, it was very, very hard. And straight up, like my energy was just being sucked out of me, along with my confidence, my aura, and everything like that. When I made a flip, what I actually started doing was I reframed everything. I decided to flip the switch in my brain. So I'd walk up into the club, I'd turn around and the club's there. And when I saw everyone in the club, I would see people that were cheering me on. I would see people that were like cheering my name. They'll be like, Matty K. I know I've done this in a few videos previously, but Matty K, Matty K. And in my own brain, I'd just be like cheering myself, Matty K. Like, I would just imagine that everybody has come to see me. Everyone is super excited that I am now in the club. It's what they were waiting for, and they can't wait for me to come and go talk to them. So it's a pretty crazy like mental flip, like a switch you can put in your brain, but I literally just decided I was going to think that way. So I'll go up to people and just expect them to be like really excited to see me. And it's literally crazy when you make this mental switch, because when you do this, all of a sudden people are excited to see you. And I know it sounds crazy. I'm going to do some in-field examples of this where I actually show you like my whole mental process and me going into interactions. Like I'm going to show this. I do the same thing in my sales job. So one part of my sales job is I do business to business. So I cold walk into businesses, and sometimes there'll be like 20, 30 staff members in a business room, and I'll just walk in there and I'll be pitching my product. And when I first started doing it, it's a natural tendency to think, oh no, I'm disrupting. No one wants me to be here. They all want me to leave. This is horrible. And it's really easy just to think like that. But I flipped the switch in my brain. And what I started doing when I started walking into these businesses to sell my product, I would imagine everyone was happy to see me. Everyone was cheering me on. Everyone wanted to buy my product, and everyone wanted everyone else to buy the product from me as well. Everyone was just full conviction. Everyone was loving what I was doing. Everyone was my biggest fan. And every time I walked into a business, it was just absolute positivity, absolute love for Matty K. So talking about receiving energy so you can exude electricity. Because I made this mental shift, when I walk into a room and I have this mental switch in my brain where everybody is just there and everything's positive, right? Like when you make the switch, everything just turns positive. You start to exude that electricity. You start to exude that star power. Think about a celebrity. When they walk into a room, they know everybody's happy to see them. They know they've got like influence. They know people like want their time. They actually have that like legit. And because you and me, we're not celebrities yet. I plan on being a celebrity in the future. We'll see how it goes. I believe I'm going to do it. But right now, we have to play a mental trick. So you walk into a room and you just believe that you exude that star power. And it's the craziest thing that happens. You just start exuding that electricity, that insane aura off of you that gives you the vibe that you're like a star. Like I literally have it where, like, this is going to sound crazy, but like people say I have like a celebrity aura. Like people sometimes view me as like a celebrity. Like, whoa. But they don't even know me. It's like, I'm not even like a celebrity, but they view me as a celebrity because of that crazy aura and that vibe that I'm carrying. So this is literally a crazy trick. And then on top of that, A top of this mental trick you have is you use the state control tactic. So after every interaction, whether it goes good or bad, you say 1,000 out of 10. That was amazing. Who would have the balls to do that? And then you find something funny, you laugh, you boost your state even more, and then you go into the next interaction. So when you multiply this mental technique of everyone's cheering you on and everyone's happy to see you, everyone wants to talk to you, and then you combine that with the state control tactic of 1,000 out of 10, which if you've watched my other videos on state control, you know exactly what that is. You mix the two together, and then you just have absolute unwavering belief in what you're doing. Your 4 pillars of communication are dialed in, and then you build massive momentum. So you do this again and again and again and again. I'll ask you the question. What do you think is going to happen? And then the spiral goes because you start getting really positive responses from people. So people start really praising you. People start loving being in your presence. And it becomes it actually goes into your self-image that you are just that guy or that girl. Like it gets ingrained inside you and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's absolutely unbelievable. This process that I've just explained, if you can properly grasp it, you literally have the ability to become a celebrity right here and right now. So I want you guys to go out and give this a go, whether it's at the clubs, whether it's at work, like maybe just the next room you walk into, just imagine everyone is cheering you on and watch how your results change. Watch how your own internal actions change. The way you communicate, the way you behave, the way you act is going to be absolutely beautiful. And this is one of the biggest secrets you can ever have to having that celebrity aura. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one.